2, 1.
We're live.
Welcome.
First story.
That would be mind-blowing.
Trending stories are taking over.
TSTO. Why does he get a bell for that?
Next story.
Everybody get down. According to the sounds, I'm not doing so hot today.
TSTO.
TSTO thing. TSTO.
TSTO.
That's crazy.
Story time. What is happening, people of the interwebs? It's the Trending Stories Taking Over show. I'm Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier.
And you are banging the heck out of this desk, man. What is that all about? What
Earthquake!
are we doing? Earthquake? No. It's not.
Everybody get down!
No, it's a joke. It's not an earthquake. It's a joke. It's
Sorry,
a joke.
you don't have to move down there.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to get down. I mean, you can get down because this song is
You don't
sick.
have to get down. So to get back in your seat, don't jump around.
Don't jump around. Don't jump around. Oh, we're doing good. Heather, how are you? Nona, how are you? We had the comments rolling here at the beginning. We're juicing it up with that Diet Pepsi to get us through the show because it's been a long day.
Diet Pepsi.
It's been a long day. And, we have sad news for tonight. We have sad news. We've got no Steve in studio.
Oh, that's our sound.
No Steve in studio. And we have no Chris, but we have a Chris replacement. And I don't know, Chris might lose his job.
Whoa.
I don't know about that, but we'll have to see how he does because we've got Travis in the studio. What's going on, buddy? How are you doing? What do you think about this?
I think it's TSTO-y.
For sure it is. You bell for that.
We make our own adjectives.
We are an adjective.
Homeschool.
Oh man, so we got a little bit of a different setup here. So I'm feeling like I'm off kilter.
Oh yeah.
I'm off kilter. I don't know what that's all about.
It's like when your snare's a little too high.
Oh yeah.
That's so I've been
All
playing,
you drummers out there know what we're talking about.
I've been playing a lot recently.
Yeah.
I've been jumping in and trying to do like about an hour a day.
Yeah.
Playing along to some of my favorite tunes.
Working on them chops.
Yep. And Nathan and I share the same drum kit. So Nathan plays my kit in EBR, and every weekend now we have rehearsals, and Nathan readjusts the kit based on his preference, right?
Right.
Well, because of the height difference.
So how Nathan's what?
Nathan's
5'7",
no,
5'8"?
he's taller than that. He's probably about 5'8", 5'9".
So he's what?
So
he's what?
he's
Travis
9.
height?
Yeah. Dude,
That is so weird to
he is
say,
a
my son.
bean sprout.
Yeah. Look at him there.
Jack
He's
and
almost
I-
as tall as Chris.
Travis and the bean sprout.
Travis and the Bean Sprout. The new children's
children's
book. Oh! You know what?
Speaking of which,
Speaking of children's books,
you see that?
I
That's a
do.
spooky skeleton head.
That's a spooky Yeah, so when you get here tonight and you're like, I'll be right back. I'm going to the car because I got bones.
I got bones.
And
in
I was
my
like,
car.
what?
We gave the TV arms.
Yes, right. So you've got arms here. You've got like a little shawl that's got holes all over it.
Yeah.
It's a netting. Did you
it's
catch a skeleton and put it back? Is that what happened?
Yes.
It's actually a skeleton net.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Right.
I went skeleton hunting.
I thought you would say skeleton diving, but skeleton
Could you
hunting.
imagine? It must be really easy to taxidermy a hunted skeleton.
But it'd be hard to catch it because it's so thin.
It'd be hard to catch it. It'd be hard to catch it because skeletons, and we know this, guys.
This is scientific
from horror movie science.
because we are none other than the most scientifically accurate show on the internet.
Right.
Pretty sure. That's the way it is.
And skeletons can separate their bodies and then recombine them as they're running. So like you can take a swing at one and it could go and take its head off and then juggle it with like a couple of cantaloupes.
Where do the cantaloupes come from? They don't
Is
have
this from
pockets.
some,
They're
like,
a
old
skeleton.
time Mickey thing?
No. Cantaloupes are from the wild. So
What?
you're obviously
So
running through a forest.
Obviously, because
Right.
cantaloupes are in the forest. If anybody is following this and you haven't tuned out
Nobody
yet,
is following this.
tell me in
I'm
the
sure we
comments what's
lost
going on here.
viewership
And
because of
actually,
this
the number
story.
just went up.
I'm
Look at
watching.
that. And Travis is watching. Wait, you're watching while you're doing?
No. Mm-mm.
Travis, that's not allowed.
Is that padding our numbers?
He might be padding our numbers. That may or may not be why I brought him.
Yeah.
Ah.
Running in the background. I like it.
You know what? I like it. So there's a skeleton with cantaloupes in his non-pockets,
We're
running
not-
in a forest, riding a unicycle,
We're not gonna tell this urn anymore.
Yearn? Heather says thumbs down.
Yeah. I played Life Size King of Tokyo.
What?
I'll wait for the booze. Okay. So I played Life Size King of Tokyo with some friends. Actually, one of Bailey's friends was there.
What?
Julia?
Julia
Maybe?
Hey, Ellie's here. Hi, Ellie.
Julia. Do we know a Julia?
Julia Steen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Julia Steen or Julia from PJ Steen?
Oh,
From PJ Steen.
yeah. It's probably Julia.
Yep.
From
So I was
Basketball
playing
Julia.
Life Size King of Tokyo, which
When
is a
was this?
game where you're monsters, a couple nights ago. And we did this thing where Tokyo was a bounce house. And so you had to occupy the bounce house. And it was pretty cool because we got to go to the 99-cent store beforehand and spend $10 to make our monster costume. So I was a classy skeleton.
So this was a full-on life-size
Board
bounce
game.
house board game with adults.
Yes. And a few children.
What? Wait, no, I don't think that's allowed.
Yeah, so
Is Julia not a child?
yeah,
Well,
Bailey
she's a sophomore
was
in high
talking
school.
about the other day.
Oh, that's different. Not really a kid.
Yeah, Bailey's starting up Esperanza basketball practices, and
They were dropping some knowledge on Bailey. They were dropping some knowledge of Bailey. I
Of
should
Bailey,
say.
yeah.
Yeah. They were like, PJ was like, she's going to start on varsity for sure.
You know what?
So
She's looking pretty
far-
good so far.
High hopes. High hopes.
High
Fingers
hopes.
crossed.
High hopes. Esperanza basketball. We go. Is that no? I'm gonna buzz myself.
Is there a
That was
fight
bad.
song for Esperanza?
I don't know if there's a fight song for Troy. I mean, there was. I'm sure. We never sang it. It's not a clown song. Hey, but you know what? You know what? We started and we have no Steve and we have no Chris, but we have a good fill in here with Travis, and I think Steve is in danger. Steve is in danger.
What?
Steve is
Wait,
in danger.
wait a minute.
Danger,
Where-
Will Robinson.
What happened
No,
to Steve?
I mean Chris is in danger of losing his job.
Oh.
If Travis keeps up his
annoying performance.
consist. No, you're doing very well. You're jumping right in. It's great. Just remember, mom's watching. So
I'm not jumping.
So Ellie says, "What is that song from Dad?" It's a song. I
made it up.
I wrote it. It's important. No, it's a famous song.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the deal. Is I can't sing made up songs at home. It's not allowed anymore. I got in trouble.
When was
Yeah.
this?
In general, I'm not allowed to anymher.
It's like that
From
relationship
who?
I was in where I couldn't say Home Alone references more than 3 times a day.
Yeah, no, Heather, it's not. Steve's not in trouble like losing his job. I was meant like Chris was in trouble losing his job.
We
But
need
at
to
the
get to
same,
this story.
You gotta. You know what?
We really need to get this. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
get to the stories because you know what? Right now, hey, you know what? We got to get a game check. We got to get a game check because there's a Thursday night football game on. Travis, did the game get any better? I think you can answer it without even looking. Travis, did the game get any better?
All I know so far is the Broncos are winning.
Then it doesn't matter because they both suck. So it's
we had original. We played Madden this afternoon.
yeah, we played a better version of it between the two of us.
You know what? When the Cowboys lost, I went up and I played the same matchup and just won handily as the Cowboys because I just wanted to feel a victory.
You know, there's something about that feeling the victory when you do it in Madden. It's like, you know, okay, I feel a little better that my team, you know, like the Cowboys, is very good.
Is this
But
sad old man corner? Like,
I destroyed him though.
Yeah,
well,
did
you
you?
know what? Okay,
I was the Broncos,
When
so-
when I've got Le'Veon Bell from the Jets, which is the only good player in the entire team, and I break away for a 96-yard touchdown, and I hit the wrong button and I lateral to the other team, that doesn't mean I lost. That means I suck.
And then
Yeah.
afterwards, I got a
nightmare.
touchdown with Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, at that point, I was so depressed it was over. Like
I have a
just didn't
video
care.
I need to show you of a play that I did on
Yeah.
Madden.
So,
It's pretty
anyways,
crazy.
hey, we played the story song and we didn't even go to a story.
Yeah, I know. Come
but
on,
we are
man.
talking about sports because COVID is taking over everything. COVID is ruining everyone's life, and it finally came for the NFL because the NFL Steelers Titans game has been rescheduled, which actually screws up my entire fantasy team.
Five of his
oh,
players.
I didn't
Five of
even
my
think
players
of
are now on
fantasy.
bye,
you have
and
any-
I have one of the Tennessee Titans too.
Do you have any Tennessee on your team or the Steelers?
No, because I'm a patriot.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
I'm an American.
So this whole thing, so the Tennessee Titans have a bout of COVID somewhere, or it was like
I
a
did-
COVID
yeah, I did
scare. It
hear
wasn't
about
even.
They
that.
said 3 players got COVID, and
Yeah, and are they players that are going to be a problem?
I think they're all defensive. So
Well, then let's just play the game. Let's get
Yeah,
rid of them.
that's good for
let's just
you.
play the game, right?
It's interesting because the NFL is
wait, let me see.
it's a heavy contact sport.
Oh yeah.
And we are in the middle of the most don't touch each other time in history. And I feel like there was a period of time in history where it was a lot of don't touch each other.
Wait.
Like
What was
in
a lot of
Rome with all the naked baths that everybody were going to in public.
Why are we talking about bathhouses?
Because it was a time you shouldn't be touching each
Well,
other.
in theory. So, but how does that? What does it have to do with the Steelers?
Well, what it
shower
has to
room?
do with
what
is
are we
like
talking about?
because of how contact heavy it is, you
Yes,
would imagine that they would get COVID, right?
Right, at some
you
point.
imagine that it would just run rampant.
It
and
happened.
burn everything to the ground.
So, because the NBA started in a bubble,
Right.
They got COVID quick,
Right.
and
and
then
the
so
NFL's not really in a bubble.
the NFL is not even close to in a bubble. Like
we
it's the
started
most.
off with like divisional, but
It's
like
the most normal season of all of the things that have started. Then baseball started, and the Marlins, like week one, whole team got shut down.
How about
right?
them Yankees can't call baby?
The NFL has gone 3 weeks and have had no COVID anything.
Yeah.
And now it's
Yeah.
rearing its ugly head.
Well, that's the thing is there was a story that came out at the beginning of this month. Or
Okay.
Not
No.
last
September.
month.
It's October 1st.
It's October.
It's October.
spooky.
Spins,
Since the spiders started showing up.
Right.
No, but anyway, basically, why are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing because I was like, the spider's showing up.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
Yeah, it's a good bit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Travis, you find out something?
No Vikings players have tested positive because they played the Vikings last week.
So the Titans played
gotcha.
the Vikings.
Yeah.
No Vikings player have
Yeah.
it.
They
Well,
just said yeah, go ahead.
we've only had about like 15 cases in the NFL so far, and that's including staff of teams.
Oh, that's everybody.
Including everybody.
That's so
And
low.
It's so low. And they're doing over 6,200 tests a week.
Jeez. So everybody getting tested every day?
Everybody's getting tested every day before a game.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
And
Yeah.
they're still having practices.
Yeah, Tiffany's right. It's she's surprised we got 3 weeks without COVID. Like it's like how did it take 3 weeks in one of the basketball's the most contact sport as far as physical. Like if you're gonna sweat on somebody and spit in their mouth, it's gonna be basketball.
It's going to be basketball
Number
because the men
two-
are half naked.
Yes, they are. Number two is gonna be football.
Absolutely.
That was where for sure. Now I wonder if the bubble actually made it worse because they're condensed and they're all in the same place in the Disney bubble. I don't know.
Open up the stadiums,
But
man.
I'm curious because the tests have come back. Travis, you said 3 players got it. They actually had
They
it.
just got a fourth player that got it.
So they just had a fourth
Yeah.
player that tested positive. They've postponed this weekend's game. Did they postpone the Vikings games or nobody has it? So they're good. Either way, what are they going to do now? Because if they've had to postpone a game, is that going to push the season out? Are we going to go 17
doubt
weeks?
it.
I
I
don't
doubt it.
know. I
Yeah.
don't
2
know.
weeks
Well, okay.
without it is fine.
Are
Yeah.
you like do the Steelers have 2 buys now?
Well, see,
No.
that's what I don't know. Like at some point, it has to be. It's showing as a buy, but it's a postponement. It's not a cancellation. They said it specifically here.
So my question is, can they just like schedule this game and double dip on a Thursday?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like they double up a week.
Yeah.
But for NFL football, like the physicality of that, there's no way you can do like a Thursday,
Like
Sunday
one in the morning,
turnaround.
one at night. Just
A
simple.
Thursday Sunday
Like a double header.
Yeah.
A Thursday Sunday
is-
turnaround
yeah.
happens all the time.
No, Thursday, Sunday turnaround the other direction.
The
Like-
other direction.
Like you couldn't do like to do a Sunday and then do a Thursday. That's fine, but you couldn't do a Thursday then a Sunday because when you play the
Doesn't
Thursday
that
game,
happen,
you don't.
though?
No, when you play a Thursday game, that's your weekend game. That's it. So
No, you're right. You're right. You're totally
the
right.
other way, that does happen sometimes. But anyways, I don't know. I'm surprised it took 3 weeks, and it's only 4 players on one team.
And
Vikings don't have it.
I
And
just found out there's a defensive lineman, a long snapper, a tight end, and an outside linebacker. So
those are the guys on the
Yeah.
Titans. Yeah, I mean, it's 4 guys.
Unimportant.
It's unimportant. And
Take him out to the shed
I'm
out
like,
back.
I'm like those players are not
End it
even
nice and quick.
nice and quick, especially if they're testing that much. Why don't we just play the game?
Yeah, play the game.
Just play the game.
Let the boys play.
Just
and
play
let
the game.
The littler ones watch.
Let the littler ones watch. Or the other ones. I mean, they don't have to be little.
The littler.
Any size person
There are
can
people
watch.
in the NFL younger than me right now.
I know.
That's
weird.
That is
super
so weird.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of baseball players that are younger than me.
Yeah. Oh, ton.
Like
how
like
old is
most
Joe
of them.
Burrow? Do you know?
young.
Joe Burrow's 22.
Younger
21.
than me.
He is younger than you, but not that much. So it's coming for the NFL.
23.
But 23. Joe Burrow's 23.
Yep.
You're like our answer. Like we have a research guy in the room.
I will fight
This
you
is
for
pretty
your
great.
job.
According to my calculation.
Yeah. Get your calculations out of here. But we've got that happening. But at least if you had an iPhone 6 or 7 during a certain period, you could actually get $500 from Apple. Did you hear about this?
I did hear about this. I read this story, and I'm very intrigued because I currently have an iPhone 7.
Yeah.
And I also, in my drawer, have an iPhone 6.
Yes. So, yeah, you gotta have extras
Gotta have a
just lying
backup,
around.
just in case.
You never know.
You never know
How
what
about in your
happens.
sock? How about that?
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
Keegan.
but then Keegan has one in his sock.
No. He beats people with it. No, Keegan,
Did he do crime in prison? Did I miss something about Keegan?
yeah. There was actually a guy I was talking to last night, and he's like, "Man, I really don't want to go to prison." And I was like, "Have you been?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, big time."
Like he was proud of it.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay. Your name is Simba. That's great."
Wait, was that his
Simba?
Bodhi name?
No. His name was actually Simba. No, it's probably not actually.
I was gonna
Simba.
say that's not actually. That's like saying my actual name is Batman when I go to Starbucks and my drink is Batman.
Not true.
Not the same.
Not true.
Not the same.
But no, I genuinely think that it's important to be able to have extra phones.
Yes,
Because
it's
if
important.
something's going to happen to your phone, you need to have a backup. Like Keegan put his phone on his brother's car and left it outside, and his brother drove to rehearsal, and there goes his phone.
Not a
I've
good
seen a lot
place
of people
to.
do like a bunch of things on top of their car, and they just drive away, and it just falls right off.
Oh, you
It's
don't
one of-
even think about it.
It's
You
a
don't
fun
think
game.
about it.
It's a fun game when you're
to
behind
watch
one.
them and you're like, how far till it comes off?
Yeah. That's
But
a great game.
in this
Play
case,
it.
it's not because people have broken their phones or didn't have extra ones, but it's a lawsuit against Apple
Right.
because of Batterygate. And if you don't know what Batterygate is, they were throttling the older phones when they came out with iOS 9. I
Yeah,
think
maybe.
9 or 10, and they throttled the old phone. So there's a class action lawsuit that if you owned an
It's
Apple
10. It's 10 and iOS 11.
iOS 10, 11. So U.S. based owners of the following devices are eligible for settlement benefits. So if you had an iPhone 6, 6 Plus, 6S, 6S Plus, or iPhone SE that on 10.2 or later before December 2017, or an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, I'm pretty sure that's me. I'm pretty sure that I'm in that space.
Yeah,
You're in
I
that
think
space.
most people are, but the thing
How do we
is,
check
7.
it?
Well, there in the article they have a way where you can go and you can put in the serial number that is on your phone, and it will tell you if you're eligible. One of the things at the end of this article too, that's a really good point that I didn't think about, is that if you had that phone,
Yeah.
and then you realized it was bugging out on you, and you got rid of it,
Yep.
right? How are you supposed to do that? You can go back, and Apple, whenever you buy a phone from them and activate it, they send you a confirmation email that has that code in it or that serial number in it.
Oh,
so he
you
said
know
to go
what?
back and find that email, and you'll be able to use that serial number that they gave you, plug it into this whatever.
Yeah, I don't see a place where you put it in.
Oh, it's
Is
not
there-
on. It's like there's a link to
It's
it.
a link to it. Okay. Because I'm looking at Find My
Excuse
iPhone. Man. Whew. But I'm looking back at my Find My iPhone. It's got all these old iPhones on here. iPhone 4, iPhone 5,
Yeah, you have like 4 iPhones
Okay,
that
but-
are still yours.
For the listeners at home, there needs to be a moment of clarification here. Todd is a man that around the beginning of the iPhone hype,
No,
right around the 4.
at the beginning of one.
Well, yeah, I know at the
The
beginning
original.
of 1, but you went
There's an iPhone
nuts around 4.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when 4 came out, you woke me up at 4:30 in the morning to go stand in line.
That was just the first time I brought you.
Yeah, I know. And I was there with you and Eddie,
Wait a
and
second.
they were changing the friggin' models.
Yeah.
How old
Yeah.
were you?
However old I was when the 4 came
Well,
out.
now wait a minute. You were
So you were
probably you were
No,
probably
you were baby pants.
you were
I always wear baby
probably
pants, so.
because that was iPhone 4, 10.
I was in middle school.
Yeah, I think you were Travis's age.
Wait,
Yeah,
they come
probably.
out.
I think
wait,
that's
each
what
iPhone
I
comes
took
out,
with
like,
me at
every
4
2
a.m.
years?
to go sit for the iPhone. But here's the deal: back in the day,
Well, you would buy like 9 of them.
no, I didn't. I bought like 3.
You
were
would buy,
limited.
like,
you were
9 of
limited.
them.
You were limited, right?
But then you would buy more online.
Well, but here's the deal: because back in the day,
You had a problem.
you could. No, I didn't. Back in the
You
day,
still
I had
have a problem.
I had a deal. I had a business, guys.
You
I was
still have a
flipping
business.
phones. I was flipping phones because you could buy them at the discounted rate and you could sell them full bore on the back end. But they've closed the loop since then. With like the iPhone 5 was the last time.
Right. It's
That
like
it didn't
shoes
work.
or drugs.
Yeah.
You just get a high upsale.
Wait, hold on. We need clarification. Mom agrees with what,
Me.
Ellie?
Mom agrees with me.
With
Because-
I doubt that.
No,
I doubt that. I
no.
seriously
Your lovely
doubt that.
bride agrees with me. Ha!
Jake, he bought.
He bought 9.
All right, touche.
Wait,
Touche.
TVs or iPhones?
No, I bought 9 TVs one time during the
Why?
fires.
Oh,
Do you remember?
Oh my
Wait, just to
gosh.
light 'em on fire?
Oh my gosh.
No.
This story is amazing.
This story is actually pretty good. So one thing that I'm a big fan of with electronics is testing them for yourself. I like to have them and poke all the buttons because especially with TVs back in the day, it was like they were hooked up all to this like janky HD that wasn't really HD. So you're like, that TV kind of looks better than that TV, but I can't tell.
And by back in the day,
So
he
I'm
means
gonna
like
buy both of them.
2011.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
9 years ago.
It's back in the day. So, but you can't tell. So I'm like, okay, what's the return policy at Sam's Club, at Fry's, and at Costco?
I'm just gonna buy all of those stores.
And so I went.
stores?
I went and I picked up 9 TVs from various stores.
Mm-hmm.
I brought them home. I lined them all up, and Tammy said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm picking a TV." Duh. I love you,
You
sweetheart.
created a Christmas tree lot for TVs in your living room.
I did.
The only thing that was missing was a small Jewish man, which is a huge irony because it's Christmas, coming into your living room and being like, yeah, which one you like the most?
So I've got these TVs. I've got all 9 TVs. I brought in tables from the outside.
Look at it, Jennifer
I brought
Spruce. It's a nice one. It's a big family tree.
I brought in a 9-foot fold or 6-foot folding table. So I've got all these TVs up, and I'm watching them all because I've got a way that I can plug in like True HD to all of them. So I'm testing these TVs. Yes, I'm a total nerd freak out person about
Images
this.
of bears.
But it's fun, right? So we're watching through, and I put the news on, and Ellie is probably commenting for Tammy right now. 3 kids in diapers. Yes, they were young, but it was important to get the best TV, and that TV lasted us a long time. I'll tell you that.
Wait,
But
wait,
the
wait, wait.
best. What
Tell
are you
me
going to
that
say?
I chose the right TV.
You weren't. I mean, I could tell you that, but that wouldn't be true.
The one you spit on was the one you wanted.
So we've got all 9 TVs, and if you remember, here in Southern California, specifically in Yorba Linda, there was a fire. That
There are a lot of
exact
fires.
weekend, and I had all 9 TVs set up, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, great, I can get HD pictures of the fire and see what it looks like between all these 9 TVs, and it's fantastic. And Tammy's in the background going, I don't know how long we can stay here. And I'm like, look at these fires. These TVs are great.
You got evacuated.
We got evacuated. We came to your
evacuated.
house.
You
Wait.
can see the flames on the hill in your front yard.
Where was I?
You were
In
a baby.
diapers.
You were a little.
And Eddie, your neighbor, is outside with the hose being like, I'm staying here.
Yep.
I'm staying here. I'm fighting this fire for our families. And it was just a big moment for him. But the thing that I will never forget.
It's a big moment for you, Eddie.
The thing I will never forget
Right.
is sitting in your front yard watching you scurry back and forth into the house holding TVs like a robber, like
Right.
a cat burglar.
Right. It's like a riot almost broke out at my house during
and
the fire.
you have 3 children in diapers that should have been the first to go.
Yeah.
And then you
Wait,
had
we were gonna
you
die?
had no.
No,
You
we
had
just got
2
evacuated.
dogs.
Okay.
We could see the flames on the hill though. Like you went out the front door and you looked at the top of the thing, you're like, yep, there's the fire.
No, you didn't have
could see
2
it.
dogs. You had 1 dog.
We had one
You had
dog.
Tyson.
We had Tyson. That's
And
right.
Tyson was running around the front yard, and I was more concerned than you were for the dog, for the life of your own dog, than I was for the TVs.
Mom had you covered. See, Ellie
you
right
were
here.
all
So
good and fun.
evidently Tammy's feeding Ellie lines because Ellie doesn't remember this, but Ellie says, Mom packed clothes, pictures, and baby formula, and I was packing TVs.
Yep.
And it's true. But here's the deal. We got through that. We loaded it up. I had Jake and Dad come in Dad's truck so that I could put more in there because I couldn't fit them all in the back of my truck. Because I had because I couldn't let those TVs burn. I was gonna take 8 of them back. So we get them over to your house.
Ended up in a hole.
We get over to your house, and the first thing that I did was check the boxes for ash while Tammy took everything inside. I'm a horrible husband. This is a bad story. The more I'm telling this story, I feel like this is not a good story to tell. But here's the deal. We picked a plasma. We picked a 40-inch plasma, and it lasted us for 8 years.
Yeah, you did a
So,
good job.
you know what? I'm going to give myself a bell for the fantastic TV
You know
shopping.
what? You
during
tested
the
your
fire.
TVs by fire.
I did.
They were tested
by fire. Ooh, yeah, they were.
Thank you so much for getting a good TV for us to watch Little Einstein.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. You
and
grew up with that.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yep.
We watched.
Yeah, you did. You were very much Mickey Mouse stuff.
So if you have an iPhone 6 or
Through
an iPhone
7 Plus,
and you had on iOS something,
iOS 10 or later
Find
before
your
December
serial
21st.
What I realize when I'm watching is we always get way off topic. You guys always get way off topic.
That's the
absolutely,
magic
that's
of the
name
show.
of the game.
It's trending stories, not necessarily news stories. Are trending stories.
Yeah.
So
every time we come in this room, it's like we're mental patients in an asylum.
our brain goes out the window pretty much.
I black out every show.
But
people ask me, what did you talk about last week?
I have no idea.
No clue. Absolutely
That's why
no
I listen
clue.
back.
Me too. Me too. Because I feel like I should be educated on the things
Yeah.
that we talk about.
Yeah.
I'm educated for an hour and a half, people, and it's all for you.
Right. So, anyways,
And
if
then
you
forget
haven't,
all of it afterwards.
yeah, it's like you blacks out. It's good times. It's good times. But so Tiffany says, I want a 55-inch TV on a $10 raffle ticket. That TV, that's crazy. You know what? I am not insane, Tiffany. How dare you?
Tiffany, it's your YOU''RE.
It doesn't matter. It's
When
just
did
not
you
true.
turn into a grammar teacher?
Whom?
The moment you
turned
stepped in
into
the
a
room,
grammar
baby,
teacher.
homeschool.
So TVs are important, and it's important to tech your own and tech and all those kind of things. And I had a lot of iPhones. And yes, I have. If you come in this studio, you'll notice how much technology is around us for a guy that's a CPA and has a media studio. I had a client walk in this week, and he looked around, he's like, wow, this looks really good. So, but be honest with me, when you get big, you're still gonna do my taxes, right?
What does that say, sir?
That says
what
that
does
says
that
right
say?
there. That says yes, I am going to keep doing your taxes. But yeah, Tammy did a great job packing all the stuff that was actually important, and I'm an idiot.
Check your
Basically,
phones.
so Heather wants to know about the next story already. She's like, you know, what, guys, I want to hear about this next story because
She's like our
the next
digital
story.
producer going.
What is this death by licorice? And I'll tell you about this death by licorice because it's a story about a man who died because he ate too much of the worst licorice there is.
No.
Black licorice.
No.
What?
Best licorice.
No, you're a black licorice guy?
Other than grape.
You know what?
Great.
You know
the
what?
best.
Here's the difference. Travis and I, we don't see color. Oh. So, no, yeah, this is
I
crazy.
disagree. Okay, so right here, a black licorice kills man when he eats too much of it. And then
Yeah.
look at that picture. That just makes me want to vomit.
It makes
black
me wanna
licorice.
eat
it. What is the taste of black? I mean, the
Good.
taste of black licorice.
It's good.
It's
That's
from
all it is.
It's from a
It's
root.
goodness. It's very good.
It's
I love
from
it.
a root.
Beetroot.
The root of all evil. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you
Yeah. Got it. That's a good setup. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So what happened to this guy, Jake? He died because he ate too much. He literally died because he ate too much licorice?
Had a diet for, I think it was 2 weeks or maybe 2 months, 2 weeks leading up to his death. He ate a bag and a half of black licorice a day.
Every day for 2 weeks leading up to his death, the man had a bag and a half of black licorice.
Wait,
Yeah.
so would that
However,
make his
hold
mouth-
on, Trev, hold on.
Okay.
Because the candy contains something called glycyrrhizinic acid, it can lower the body's potassium to a deadly level, causing issues with your heart's rhythm.
Yeah.
Two
Dude
bags a day?
Yeah, but then get this, dude collapsed in a fast food restaurant.
So he tried. So really, he tried to
eat a little better.
He
I need to step
2 bags of black licorice and McDonald's every day. That's the steady diet of a man that
So-
didn't make
Yeah.
it.
I wonder if he died, his mouth was probably pitch black.
Oh, for sure. Had
He's-
to be.
He's
Had to
in
be.
there like, I like to get a White Castle beer. And then all this black sludge starts coming out of his throat. And everybody that's
Gross,
standing...
did it really?
No.
Oh, but it should.
This is all satire.
This is right. Okay,
But
right.
he's lying, writhing on the ground, and somebody's like, somebody call an ambulance. And he's like, no, I needed this. And he goes out because it was how do you go 2 straight weeks eating black licorice? I agree black licorice is something
I
that
don't
you get
understand
tired
why
of.
that's even a choice that you would want to go with.
This guy's like, I could do it.
You know what? The worst part about this whole story
This guy's a martyr.
is he's a martyr, but it was also because he died at the fast food restaurant and he died on the floor. He contracted COVID and it's a COVID death.
What? Seriously?
Yep, it's COVID death. It's black licorice, but actually COVID.
Thanks to Getty Images. Oh no, that's literally just the photo of the black licorice.
So I'm kidding. It probably was a COVID death, but I don't know if it was.
But yeah. Too
Yes,
much black
Scott. So
licorice.
you just walked into a literal explosion of
Yeah,
amazingness.
man.
Is what you
Welcome.
walked into.
Welcome.
You're welcome because it is fantastic when stories about guys eating 2 bags of black licorice a day die in a fast food store of COVID.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the blackness.
Oh no.
So what?
no!
No, Travis. No, this is live, guys. This is live. Keep it clean.
Scrub it from the record.
So Heather, you're sorry you asked. I'm ready for skiing, baby. Heather is the best Facebook Live producer we've ever had. She's like, all right, next story, guys.
I can
Keep
just
it
imagine
rolling.
her. She has a really high voice, but like kind of like a Brooklyn Ron Howard. You know what I mean?
Dad, did you send her the stories?
No, it's in the title. She's just
Oh.
Heather is just on top of it, guys.
I see her with one of those poker visors when she's a dealer and just a fat old cigar.
See,
Be like,
you got to move the next
I've had
story.
it.
See,
I'm curious. What's this black licorice thing about? Sorry, yes. Actually, too much information. Let's go straight to baby skiing. This news is hot,
that's
baby.
right. And you know what? It is hot, baby, because a baby was skiing, but the problem is the parents were accused of child abuse for letting a 6-month-old baby water ski.
Did you see this video?
Now, I didn't watch the video yet. Should we put the video on?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know if the video is
I'll tell you
actually
what. I look
included.
at this picture right here and I'm like, I think we did that with our kids.
Yeah, we did.
I'm pretty sure that we did that with our kids.
But
right,
more,
Travis?
more advanced. That was not the red
Yeah.
ski. That was like
No, we had something like that, but it was we pulled you behind a
tied
jet
a
ski.
rope to their life jacket and just drug them behind the boat.
So
at
yeah, look
100
at
miles
this.
per hour.
So-
yeah. Oh, that's the video right there.
Right
Play
here.
that
All right,
thing.
here's the video. Let's see what this is like.
In case there's no sound, people, there really isn't any important sound in this video. It's just a baby skiing. Oh, look at him!
Look at him get it. He's having a great time.
360.
Look at him.
Do a 360. Look at
Yo,
that.
Papa Stick Ollie did.
Now I don't understand why in the
Pop
world
shot, yeah.
that would be considered
Child
considered
abuse.
child abuse.
You
I don't
know
get
what?
it.
Jeremy just said, get that baby signed up for the Olympics.
Amen. You
Which
get a
is-
bell, Jeremy.
which
That is
very
legit.
That's very funny you say that because the dad of this baby,
Yeah.
after receiving all the backlash,
Right.
was like, "No, we're gonna keep putting him out there because guess what? He's gonna become famous." And this is just a little like,
Water ski baby.
yeah, water ski baby. He's
Water
like,
ski
oh
baby.
yeah, this baby's gonna be super famous. He's gonna be shredding the gnar his whole life. So basically,
I
what he's
watched
gonna-
that video and I could see the dad say
yeah.
shredding the gnar.
He's like,
I
watch,
totally
I'm
can
gonna
see
get this
that.
baby famous from water skiing, and he's gonna build a wave pool in my backyard.
Listen, babe, we've got this baby, and I've got an idea. We need a boat and a lake. And the mom's like, why? And he's like, cause he's gonna shred the gnar,
She's
babe.
not Kim K.
Totally.
But what I can also imagine this man doing, you know what I could do? Is like,
What?
oh, dude, so sick. He just literally just tore it up on the water. Now we need to get our genius baby to pick out one of our 9 TVs for us.
Yes, 9 TV baby.
Why
That's what
didn't
we
I do
need.
that?
You are 9 TV baby. That's true. You're 9 TV baby.
That's why you're
Look
so
at
big.
that. Look at that. So yeah, I don't understand what's the backlash all about. I mean, the baby was having fun. He was in a life jacket.
So-
the dad was right there.
The dad was right there.
I mean, come on.
They make a lot of claims, right? I'm with you. I
Right.
think that if there's people around, they said that there was a separate boat. They had about 12 people on the boat in total too.
Okay.
And that some of them were nurses and doctors.
See?
Don't know if that's true. They actually made a lot of claims.
Well.
They made a lot of claims that I'm kind of going, this sounds like 24-year-old parents trying to cover their little butts.
I mean, they probably are, but I was a 24-year-old parent covered my butt.
Yeah, do you want to
You
hear
know?
what some people
Like,
said
so
about it?
What are they saying, Jake? What are they saying?
This
Let's
child
see.
is. Oh, I'm gonna do them in
Are the
voices.
comments? Are you gonna do it?
I'm
Are
gonna
they
do them
comments in the
voices.
article?
Yeah, but they're in a giant paragraph.
In a giant paragraph.
Yeah.
Barstool.
This
Wait.
Oh,
The video went viral after Barstool Sports shared it. Oh, that's what happened.
yeah, and then it blew up on Instagram.
on their Instagram page. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so they shamed, and Tyler is not the name of the husband. I think that's a mix up. But anyway,
That's a mystery.
This child is far too young to be underwater unattended. He is in real danger of drowning or letting go and seriously hurting himself. Or what about, yes, you're an adventurous family, but this is not okay. So many things could have gone wrong. It's not cute just for likes. So dangerous and stupid.
It's not cute just for likes.
It's dangerous and stupid. He looks so scared and unsure.
He's a baby.
Yeah, he doesn't know what the crap is going
this
on.
This is awesome. When do I eat? Like, that's it. My diaper's full.
Yeah.
Like,
but in his mind, it sounds a lot like,
he's Billy Madison, baby.
Yeah, he's Billy Madison. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then some people said child abuse, while most people said reckless and irresponsible.
You know what?
Reckless.
I don't know about this family or the situation. It didn't look like they were driving fast. The dad was
5
right
miles an
there.
hour.
They had a life jacket. I mean, I don't know what else you want from these people.
Unless they were going
here's one of the-
100 miles an hour.
5
They
miles
weren't
an hour.
going. They were going super
five.
slow. 'Cause
They listed it. It's 5 miles an hour.
Well, and with that weight of baby on that size of board, you don't have to go fast. You can literally. He could have hand pulled it,
Yeah.
and the baby could have stood up.
I want to
Totally.
know. Well, they said that the baby's feet were strapped in somehow, but it looks
All
like
right.
he's wearing oversized flip flops.
No, they're strapped in. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go to the tape.
No, look at that.
Look at that.
That's
They're
an
strapped.
oversized
That's
flip flop.
No, it's not. There's nothing between his toe.
Yeah, look at that. That's because his foot is so small, Todd.
His
His
baby.
foot is so small.
He's a baby.
That's what
Look
I'm
at
saying.
him. But he's
It
so
looks like-
happy.
No, he's confused.
so happy. Look,
he's confused. He's
like
not even conscious.
No, you know what he's like? He's like, Dad, make sure you post this on all the social media, okay?
Well, you know what? It's a good thing they did because the family got to be on Good Morning America and respond to everything.
Hey, you know what? Jeremy's got a good point. Just send it, bro.
Just send it, bro.
Send
Get
it.
so pitted, bro.
Send it.
Get so
I
pitted.
guess other than the life jacket, it didn't look like his feet was in the flip flops. Like,
No,
actually secure in the flip flops.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
But we can't tell. We weren't there. But I think they did a great job.
But one thing that makes me question this father's judgment
What?
is that he said in the interview on Good Morning America,
Yeah.
he goes, "He's never fallen off before.
Why would it happen now?
When
bro?
we put him on the board and had him on the top, he was
Is that how he talks?
I don't know.
In the
I don't know.
article?
That's how he talks in my head.
Oh, because it's a written article. You didn't see the video of Good Morning America. So in other words, yeah, that's totally his voice.
Yeah. And he's like, he seems right at him. Honestly.
It's like, bro, just chill, bro.
And then do you honestly believe this part? The mom revealed that she revealed this, right? She revealed it.
Oh, it's the big reveal.
Oh man,
It's the big reveal.
How tempting.
Look at here's the mom right here. Look at it's so
That's
sweet.
Mindy. That's Mindy and little Rich baby.
Mindy
Rich is the
and
baby's
Rich-
name.
That
Rich
looks
is
like
the
baby
baby's
DJ
name,
Khaled.
Rich is the
and
baby's
Rich
name.
is the baby's account.
Looks like baby DJ Khaled.
A little bit.
And another one, Devin.
Mindy said that she talked to his pediatrician before hitting the lake, and the doctor says, "I'm super impressed by how far along Rich was and how he was really well developed for his age."
He's strapped to a board. What development does that take?
She said the pediatrician told him, "It's fine. Don't worry."
The pediatrician said, "Send it."
The pediatrician was Paul Rudd with a mustache.
I think that's legit. I think it really was. But you know what? Babies can do that. But you know what we don't need? We don't need pilots in FedEx planes because FedEx, they're doing autonomous planes now. Did you see this?
Yeah.
This is like drones on like super awesome steroids.
Why, yes, it is, Todd.
It's crazy. They've got look at this. This is a full-on plane. This isn't a drone, people.
Bulky.
This is an actual plane. That is life-size. That's a runway. That's a full-on plane.
Ain't too big though.
That is a freaking runway.
And you know what? There's no pilot in it.
Nope.
They don't even need them. They're flying by computer.
Why? We never needed pilots. Why?
Well, I mean,
Why do
we
you think
need
pilots notoriously have a drinking problem?
Well, I don't think that's how it.
That's so accurate. Watch Airplane.
Hey, you know what? Heather was just going to ask about the planes. So look at that. See, Heather?
We produce ourselves.
Yeah. Jeremy's a little scared. He says, "Oh no," but yeah, FedEx, they're doing pilotless flights. Now, here's the deal.
Autonomous flights.
The autonomous flights. So the thing that we've seen of autonomous things is cars. Right. We've seen the autonomous cars. We've seen the potential issues with autonomous cars. We've seen the autonomous semis. You read about that one. I don't think we talked about the new stuff on the show. We actually should get some of that in here because it's pretty fascinating. Truck drivers maybe are going to be out of a job.
Yeah, honestly.
At some point. Well, all
I mean,
drivers
why wouldn't
really
they?
are.
Why wouldn't they?
Right. So the FedEx situation is they're saying, hey, we can deliver packages. We can do it remote. Mm-hmm. The video of this, I don't know if I have it on here. It's just the article.
I don't think there is a video. But this is crazy because I one thing I don't think people realize is FedEx is a huge leader in aerospace. Like actually.
So Scott goes, 2020 can't get any worse, can it? FedEx, hold my drink.
Exactly.
That's what they did. They're like, Elon, you're going to the moon with SpaceX? I'm going to get a plane to fly itself.
Take a seat, Elon. No, funny you mentioned Elon. For this whole like team that's trying to get this thing going was founded by ex-SpaceX and Tesla employees.
Well, because they were SpaceX and Tesla employees, and they founded the Aerial Victory Lab, right? Oh no, that's the name of the company, Reliable Robotics.
Yeah. So they founded this Reliable Robotics company, and they're like, you know what? We're gonna try and fly this plane autonomously. So they took off the single engine planes. They flew around and they did it successfully. So then they decided to take the plane on a victory lap, just because whoop-de-doo, we did it.
Because Goose, it's time to buzz the tower.
Top gun from the top.
What was that? You choking? Were you Goose in when you ejected and hit the?
There's
thing?
no oxygen up here.
All right,
feeling crazy.
So yes, they did a victory lap.
Yeah, they did a victory lap, and the thing that is really scary is in that bullet point. Go down to the bullet point, because it says the startup then took an aerial victory lap, calling its flights historic first because they occurred autonomously over populated areas.
Exactly.
And that is a test.
Well, that's a test that
was that a test run?
Yeah. So the whole idea of saying we have autonomous planes, like full-size planes.
This is the first time this has ever happened.
Ever.
We have not had this happen.
Right.
And the first time we do it
is in 2020.
Well, yeah. I mean, Kobe dies, so they're like, we got to make this so it never happens again.
No, that was a helicopter. We don't have self-flying helicopters.
But we will.
We will.
We will. But the thing that I am the most concerned about is what kind of judgment does it take for somebody that's in charge of this to say, first test flight, populated's fine. You know what I mean? Like,
it'll be all right.
It'll be cool.
What could go wrong? It's 2020.
Dude, literally
what could
the
go
baby's
wrong?
dad is the head of this. He's like,
Rich's dad is setting it up.
In our little digital schematic things, it never fell out of the sky before, so we might as well try
He never
it.
fell down before. Yeah.
You know, the plane, it really looks like it's at home up there.
It feels like its feet are strapped in.
It's little plane feet. You have some technical things that are going on, so I'm going to fill time.
You know what? We have some technical things because guess what? Guess who just showed up? I'm going to go with the story because, hey, Steve-O's here. Look at that, Steve. Look, he's here. Steve-O's not here. Oh, and you know what? You're not plugged in either. I didn't even. Yeah, you surprised me. I didn't even come prepared. We need to, Travis, get a mic cord, and then you fix his camera.
Put the Steve camera on Steve. Steve, say some things. I'll be your voice. So I thought that you said we were doing 9 Titans to help on. Did you
say Hell Bobbers?
I ate too much licorice.
Oh, it was Steve. Steve was the black licorice guy? Wow. You know what?
Dean are best friends.
So planes are flying by themselves. And
planes have always been flying by themselves.
Well, like, not really.
Well, yeah,
we really need to get Ethan in here. We need to get Ethan in here.
When I was reading, because that's the thing that Ethan constantly tells me, is planes already fly themselves.
Yeah.
Because the computers in them are so sophisticated. But one thing that I think is really comforting to me, as somebody that is terrified of planes.
Right, yeah, you would not be interested in flying in a regular with a pilot, let alone without a pilot.
You don't like planes?
I hate planes.
This is you don't know Uncle Jake?
I will beat you up if you try to put me on a plane.
What if it's a
Let's
plane,
do it.
What if it's a plane ride at like Six Flags?
They don't have those because no one wants to be terrified.
Like a simulator.
At Six Flags. If I was in a simulator, I'd just hold on to the sticks and I'd be like, and then I'd crash and I'd be like, well, that didn't matter because I'm alive.
All right, so we got Steve dialed in. Stevie, what's going on, bud?
So he probably doesn't even like soaring over California, does he?
Oh, yeah. Do you like that ride?
I enjoy it. It used to terrify me.
That ride is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's fun. It smells like oranges.
That's absolutely the best part of it. It's like you're actually flying over California.
The golf ball flies at you and you go, whoa.
Go ahead. I'm trying to help. Travis is trying to fix the camera over here to get Steve in here. Look at this. There he is. Looking better. So Travis, on the front of it, there's a little dial. There's a little dial on the no on the. Did you get
lens.
it? No, not yet. Oh, it just disconnected. We just lost Steve.
We're doing great. We're doing great here.
Travis, you just disconnected it. You know what?
Hey, you know what?
It's
Steve?
all right.
Heather says, "Hey, Steve."
Hey.
Yeah, Heather, Travis, don't worry about it. Get that plugged in. We got him now.
So
we got
what I
him
was
back.
saying through Jake was I thought you said this is the night owl version.
It
We
is.
weren't starting till 10 o'clock.
Oh no! It's the prime time version,
No,
which is 8 o'clock.
You said we kept moving it back. We started in the morning, then we were at midday, then we were at prime time, then we were going to be the nightline version.
Yeah, we're gonna be like Fox News' show Red Eye.
Eventually, we're gonna just be on all night.
Hey, we're going to be like the new cable news, 24 hour.
That's right. Except we're
24
gonna tell the
TSTO.
truth. We're gonna tell the truth. We're not gonna lie to you like those other cable news companies.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's a little strong.
But
don't you
did you
think?
notice that seems to be the big thing now that they keep advertising that they're the no spin,
No spin
Which
zone.
network?
No
political-
spin zone.
Well, but
Bill O'Reilly.
WGN just came out with a new show that's supposed to be, all supposed to be.
You know the
fact only.
problem? You know the problem? They're on cable and not on the internet. The internet's where all the real news is,
But,
guys, like this show.
Isn't MSNBC
That's
coming out with a new
dangerous.
show that's supposed to be, no.
No, who cares? It's Rachel Maddow. She's probably gonna lie about it.
No, but somebody else, but
I don't
anyways.
know. Did we just, whatever. We're real news, Steve. Stop trying to tell the people
I'm
to
gonna
go
be
watch
honest
cable
with you.
news.
I don't know.
Wait, I thought we
If
were
I've ever told the
reflecting
truth on
real
this
news.
podcast.
We weren't real news. We're reflecting real
we
news.
are the news.
I love how what I just said just went away unnoticed.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Liar. Hey, I haven't recorded. Hey, comment below. Heather, tell me what he said. Heather says, "Hey, Steve." Heather says, "Hey, Steve." Nona says, "Welcome back, Steve."
you.
Everybody
Everybody
glad you're
loves
here.
you.
We missed you.
Hey, I
We
was
missed you.
watching it at work, and my boss says, "Well, wouldn't you rather be there?"
No kidding.
What a
All
guy.
right. You know what?
What a guy.
You get a bell for your boss.
What a
But he's gonna
guy.
be here tomorrow, anyways.
So
guy.
Scott said, keep it at this time. Y'all put my 4-month-old asleep quick when he hears the show.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Is
No,
that-
we are helping the community.
Right, we are. You
But
know
at the
what?
same time, we're not getting as many views.
You know what? It's not about the views. It's about putting babies to sleep.
We're also not
Fair point.
running our
It's,
little
it's not about the
dinkity-dinkity
views.
dink
It's the
promotions.
ones that you influence.
That's right. It's the influence that we have on little babies that need to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. That's the important thing. All right. So here's the deal. We have another story. Already, we have another story. So here's the deal. Video games are fun, right? Video games are great. We play video games together. Travis agrees, right? Jake agrees. I agree. Steve, do you like video games?
What are those?
Pong.
Yeah, okay.
You remember Pong?
Yes, I grew up with Pong.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
See? All right. So, but somebody else is jumping into the video game space. Jake already knows who it
looks
is.
lit.
You already know who it is. So who do you think's jumping in the video game space, Steve?
Well, let's see, Disney's already done that. So,
Video game space? I don't think so. They made
tried.
games. They
They
didn't have a
tried.
system. They didn't have a system.
no, they don't have a
So-
system yet.
This company is
Just wait
coming
until
out
they
with a
link
system.
up with Blizzard.
Do you want me to do
It's
it?
gonna be crazy.
Yeah, probably will. So who is it, Jake?
That's Amazon.
That is
That would be my-
Amazon
if you asked me to guess,
jumping
Amazon would have
in.
been it.
But
jumping
we
in
did
with
ask
Luna.
you to guess.
Yeah, we gave you a chance, Steve. What happened?
But I was working my way through it.
Engagement?
I was working my. So Amazon, they have this. It's called Luna. They're coming out with a cloud gaming service.
Yeah, they named it like a goth girl names a
let's see.
cat.
Well, let's see. They tried to go in the phone business. That really did wonders for them.
Yeah, and what they're trying. All of these companies that are software companies are trying to become hardware companies.
Microsoft.
Like,
Kind of.
I mean, kind of. I don't see why in the world Amazon thinks that they're going to jump into a video game service unless it's just a new platform that's showing like iOS version of games.
Basically, what it is it's going. They're bypassing everything that is happening on the App Store, on the Apple App Store.
It looks like a Disney Plus / PS5 or PS4.
It's just online gaming. It's literally just all the stuff is digitally on a cloud.
Are they all mobile though? They're all mobile games.
They're all
Yeah,
mobile games. You can
so-
play it on any iOS device.
So yeah,
TV, PC, Mac, iOS
There's a
devices.
picture on here, with the, I think it already came
Yeah.
out. There's like the remote thing.
Yeah,
You
where
can
the
play
phone
on
connects
the
to it
phones,
there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's
going
a
back to
remote
your
that comes to it.
question, why does Amazon think they can get into that? Because Amazon thinks they can get into anything. They're into grocery stores now. They're into.
That's true.
But they can't.
They can't.
Like that's the thing.
That's
it's like
true.
They've got the money to do it
They don't have self-driving planes
yet.
they deliver your packages with alien ships.
Those are vans.
Those are drones.
They're vans.
They're drones.
The drones
they,
don't happen.
They use drones.
They don't happen yet, but they will. Yeah, they will. And so they're getting into the video game space. But here's the thing. I don't, because it's not native iOS. So if you're going to play these games, you can't do it on an iPhone unless you go into their, whatever it's all Android
Well,
stuff.
so here's the thing. Basically, not Amazon. Apple is getting sued by multiple companies because
Right.
of the fact that Apple has a special deal with Amazon where they don't have to deal with the 30%.
Oh, they don't pay the 30%.
They don't pay the 30% fee to have
Okay.
their stuff on the App Store. So actually what's happening is Amazon has found a way to go around that, and they've made a better version of what Microsoft has tried to do with Android, which is they tried to beat the App Store by having an app that you can download that's a non-native iOS app, and that takes you through a backdoor to their server. And Apple was all like upset about that. It was a clunky way around, but there was nothing that Apple could do about it.
Right.
But Amazon now has this deal with Apple, and everybody's going, wait a minute. Like, you haven't let us do this at all. You're letting Amazon do this. Why is that happening? So now Amazon is trying to be able to basically recreate that backdoor system that Microsoft has been using in order to make the silence go away, so they can still continue to get that benefit from Apple. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
I just don't know the practicality of it. Like,
I
will
don't
it
know why
get
you would
used?
ever want to play a game on your phone.
Travis, would you ever want to play a game on your phone?
Other than Clash Royale, yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of games kids are playing. This is aimed at kids.
Wait. I play solitaire all the time on my phone. What
Yeah.
do you mean?
See, same
Play
thing.
game
No,
on your
I'm
phone.
talking about like
full-on
understand, like
games.
little apps.
Like there's Madden on
That
Yeah,
does
but
not
it's
make
not the
sense to me.
same.
That
That's
does
not
not
the
make sense to
same.
me. I remember I had a Samsung Razr when I turned 12, and you could have a little like pocket football. You remember those little pocket football games?
Yeah.
The battery powered ones. Those are great. But you had like that, and I played that on my phone, and I was like, oh, this is gross. This is really gross. And it was like a Madden app. And then I've played a whole bunch of like shoot 'em up games on my phone, but I always think they're so clunky.
Yeah. Well, and the
Is
controller.
Is PUBG mobile?
There's a PUBG Mobile. The controller, I think, is the biggest issue, and they came out with a controller. However, when you look at this and you say you've got mobile games, and then you've got platform games. Like you've got Xbox, you got PS5 now, you've got Nintendo.
Have you seen screen grabs from the Unreal Engine 5 on PlayStation 5?
Well, we talked. Oh, actually, on PlayStation, I have.
Actually,
We're gonna have to have Joe come in. My buddy Joey works at PlayStation.
Dude, you know what we need to do? At some point, we need to show the trailer for the new Far Cry that's coming out, because they got the guy that played Gus Fring from Breaking Bad to be the main villain. And it's
Really?
And it is photorealistic.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
is it a movie or is it a
It's a
video
game.
Yeah,
It's a
called Far Cry?
freaking game. Yeah,
And
it's Far Cry 6.
And so anyway, so this whole situation where they're not competing against the Xbox and Sony, they're competing against Apple iOS. They're competing against Google Play Store iOS.
Right. And so basically what so Epic Games is the gaming company that created Fortnite.
right, they're the ones that are suing Apple.
They're the ones that are suing Apple
Yeah.
because Fortnite has not been able to be on the App Store because they're a free game. So this 30% fee that they have to pay puts them in a loss just to be on the App Store.
No, they're not at a loss. They're making
They're making a ton of money, but the idea is that they need to keep the idea of a free game.
Well, but here's the thing with that is the purchasing in Fortnite, because the kids have played it before.
purchases?
It's all in-app purchases, but the price can be the same, and you can charge it outside the app, and you don't have to charge a fee. They were charging a discount outside the app that wasn't available inside the app, making people go pay outside. So what they were doing is they were luring people out of the app
Gotcha.
so that they didn't have to pay the 30%. So they were doing some like 20% discount. So they saved 10% by pulling people out of the app. That's where it triggered for Apple to shut them down.
Gotcha.
And Epic's saying in this scenario, they're saying, You have a deal with Amazon because they're putting so much traffic through your store, just like Fortnite is. They're putting so much traffic through the iOS that you're giving them a discount on the 30% fee. Amazon still pays something.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Like, they pay something, but it's not 30%.
It's not 30%. And the thing is that Amazon has its grubby little paws in so many other things.
Oh, yeah.
That is just beneficial for Apple to have that entire audience from all platforms.
Okay, so
Amazon's probably providing the backup for Apple's
their servers
their
for
servers
sure.
anyway, so that's how they're able to offset it that
Yep.
way too.
Well,
Yeah.
and so here's the thing. You've got Apple, you've got Google, you've got Disney, you've got Amazon, and you've got, well, Elon Musk, really. He just all of his things. Of those 5 things, are there any I'm missing of the big ones, the big dogs? Microsoft, which is still kind of there.
Are we talking about just any engine or?
No, I'm just talking about any of these big companies. Of those 6, who takes over the world first?
Amazon.
Wow, that was fast.
Whole Foods.
That was fast. That's Amazon.
I know, but specifically the Whole Foods part of it.
Why will the Whole Foods?
Because think of all the white women with the short haircuts that just yell at people all the time. The Karens of the world.
But they go to Trader Joe's too.
No, these are the most intimidating
But they
of women.
don't just go to Whole Foods. That's unfair.
But they go to Whole Foods, and the worst ones do too.
But
Because
Amazon's
the ones with
opening at
money.
other grocery stores too, besides Whole Foods. They're going to
So-
go into a whole nother market.
You said Amazon. I think that makes sense. Why did you say Amazon? I'm surprised you said Amazon.
It's Amazon.
Because have you
'Cause it's
seen how much
Amazon, I
rice
guess.
Jeff Bezos has?
That's right. That video is so good.
Like,
that explains how much money he has.
But if you look at it, Amazon's the engine behind everybody else. And that's where they've
Yeah,
that's
with
where
their
they've
AWS,
controlled it.
yeah.
That's where they've controlled the world now because they control the infrastructure for everything.
right, yeah,
You know, it's the
true.
China of America.
It's the China of America. It's the China of America.
So
It's the America of China.
That's right. See, it's all of the things to all of the places.
So Jake, the Far Cry 6 game is a shooter. February 18th, 2021.
It's not out yet.
Yeah,
No,
it's the
it's coming
first.
out.
It's the first one that the engine that it's coming out on first. It says Amazon Luna.
Oh,
the first-
it's going to
Really?
be on Amazon Luna?
No
Whoa.
way.
Well, that's how they can get to the Apple devices.
Yo, Far
Well-
Cry on your phone?
Yeah.
No, hold on. You just said, why would I play video game on my phone?
But Far Cry's different. Far
Why is
Cry-
it different?
It is the best game I've ever played.
But why is it different control on why would you still, because it's in your pocket and you can play it whenever?
yeah. I could be at work and on my 15, I could get a couple missions done and just take out some
We're going to do a mission at lunch,
Wait a
guys.
minute. I
Bring your
actually-
Far Cry phone.
You could have
and
somebody
we're
taking a long time to place an order, and you could be working on your.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I could be finding all the
I
oregano
hope
I
your
need.
employer's not seeing this show.
My employer would love it.
You'd be like, I play it too, bro.
I honestly think that we
Shred the
should
knot.
show the trailer because of the
We'll
fact
do-
it's
you know what?
so political.
Well, it's political?
Oh,
well, we're an hour in already.
Oh, gravy.
We'll have
we
to
just-
do a Far Cry segment next episode.
We just started. I'm fresh. I'm ready to go.
Steve's ready. Steve is ready to go. Are you guys
Am
ready
I
for another
fresh?
hour, Steve?
Whoa!
I'm not
You're
checking
really
you.
fresh.
Smells like patchouli and hops down
You're
there.
very ripe.
Jeez.
That's what my deodorant smell is.
So, okay.
That's not
the
even a
flavor?
joke.
That's the
Yeah,
flavor?
It's scent.
The flavor.
You don't lick your deodorant.
It's a stick.
If it's a good flavor, why
It's
wouldn't
black
you?
licorice.
So I wonder if Luna could turn into a console.
I don't
Probably.
see how
Most
it.
definitely will.
So
An Amazon console?
now
Yeah.
Amazon
Yeah,
needs to
I
needs.
can see that.
They need
Amazon
to
would
figure
just
out.
have a plug-in for your phone to make it.
Well, but here
But they
Amazon.
can make it like a
Amazon
pyramid.
has the Fire tablets. They have nothing to do with,
Hold the talking can.
right? Oh, this is the talking can.
Hold the talking arm.
no,
What am I doing?
I will not.
Nope.
No, no.
gonna happen.
It needs a cantaloupe.
I almost suggested that we use these to slap each other when we say things that we don't like.
That would be good. Instead of like a buzzer and a slap. That'd be good. So, but Amazon
should do
has
that
all
for the
these
debates.
They have all. Yeah, we need those for the debates. Amazon has these Fire tablets that are just worthless.
I've
that-
never been so loved.
Well, they're a modified Android.
They're Android
And that
operating
was their
system.
phone. That was their phone system that failed too.
Right, but they're like, what do we do with this? We have technology, we have some hardware. What should we do? Oh, let's make a gaming. See if we can sell some units. Although it's always a software and subscription because this is $5 a month.
Yeah.
I think, right?
It's $5.99.
The $5.99 for the Luna thing, but and all the games are coming out with subscription stuff now.
Oh, big time.
Apple's got their subscription thing. Luna's going to be subscription. PlayStation and Xbox have their subscriptions. Nintendo, do they have a subscription thing? I don't know.
No, I don't
yes.
think so.
No, they've kind of had the first one Because when the Wii came out, you could go onto
Yeah,
the
that's
Wii
true.
store and get any emulation of any.
Remember the Wii?
Dude, the Wii.
The Wii, man, that was good. You had the Wii,
is
yeah.
still the most powerful game console there is.
It is when you throw the remote places.
Well, might need a hand keeping that under control.
So, but if you're like, you know what, there's too many video games, I'm worried about Amazon taking over, you actually are in luck because I got an email this week. They are selling an acre of land on Mars. I got a Groupon email that said,
Yo, high five.
right here is, oh, here, high five to the guy. That's bad. So right here, this is the screenshot of my email. 1 acre of land on Mars. I'm like, there's no, are you serious? $15 for an acre of land on Mars. What? I'm like, this can't be
And
real.
it's going to cost you how much to go visit it?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, this can't be real. They can't. Why
Dude.
am I getting a Groupon? Sure enough, here it is. Save 57%. Buy Planet Mars. Look at this deed of title. How could they sell this? We don't own Mars, guys. That's not a thing.
We're gonna get there. You know,
Are we going to
what this
take it over?
sounds perfect
We're taking it over from the Martians, just like when we came into the America.
In the Indian, no, I don't think that's how it's going to work.
Because
Because
we may not give it up that
No,
easy.
we're nicer.
I agree.
Now. We've learned our lesson.
No, yeah,
we've
right.
learned.
Have you seen
we are
Portland? Have you
nicer.
seen Wisconsin?
We are
Have you
nicer.
seen Seattle?
We're nicer now.
No, we're not.
We are nicer, and we are nicer because of the fact that the Washington Redskins are now the Washington football team. And that is a perfect example of what's going to happen. And we're not even going to call it the Red Planet
Yeah.
anymore. We're just going to call it Mars, the big one.
Mars, the big one. People are saying, okay, so it's only
Mars, the violent one.
It's only $15 for an acre.
So buy-
look at this.
buy
I wonder how many
100
acres I should
acres.
How many acres should I buy?
Buy 100 acres,
but how much do you
sell it
think
to
it
me
costs
for
for-
half the price. I use it for my cult.
So here we go. Here's the fine print. Online reservation required. No cancellations, refunds, or exchanges. New customers only. Registration will be received up to 48 hours after submission. Certificate of registration will be delivered via PDF format. Access to a printer required to print PDF packet for entertainment purposes only. It's not really Mars.
Dude.
What a waste! They sent me a Groupon and they want my $15 for a certificate
You know what it
that's
sounds
fake.
like? Sounds like a pet rock.
It does sound like a pet rock.
It's more than a pet rock.
It's a
you guys,
pet
big rock.
Mars.
You guys remember there was a man, and I imagine that this is how the story went. But this man,
It's an imaginary story.
no. This man was at his father's wedding, and he's sitting there, and his
He was
father.
a man or a boy?
No, he was a man at his father's wedding.
It's
He
a
had-
man, baby.
He had just graduated from college. It was a really exciting time, and his dad was getting married to this lovely, lovely woman, and he owned this company that was very successful. They made brake pads.
The man.
and basically this. So the dad dies dancing at the wedding, right? And the kid is supposed to, who's a man, has to fill in for his dad. And has to take control and make all this money back for the company, but he sucks at his job. So David Spade joins him, and they end up going on a road
I
trip.
feel like I've heard this before.
Wait, no, you haven't.
Oh, okay,
Because they end
okay.
up going on a road trip to be able to try and win back the customers. Well, what happens is they don't win back the customers.
Wait, that's not a good story.
So they get really, really, really drunk one night in a hotel room, and he goes, I got the perfect idea. Who owns stars? Nobody owns stars. So let's just say we own all the stars and sell a certificate to somebody saying we named the star after them. And then that becomes $1 million industry.
Yeah.
And then people are buying pieces of paper that mean nothing, much like your certificate on the wall.
I paid for that.
Wait.
I paid for that, but it was a lot more than $15.
And they
stars,
sell
I have a whole bunch
meaningless
of
stuff.
stars too. I just spent a bunch of them today at that other coffee shop.
No, not refund stars. I'm talking like when you are in a pickle and you did something bad and your wife is mad at you
And you need to
and
make
you
up
have
for it.
little money. And you go online and go, this is a big gesture. This is how I'm going to win her back. And you buy her a star.
So let's go through that scenario. So sweetheart,
Yes?
I'm very sorry for what I said.
What did you say? I can't even remember. You hit me so hard with the pan. I forgot.
Oh, never mind. We're okay then.
Why did you hit me with that pan?
Oh, it's because I love you, sweetheart.
Did you get me a star yet?
This is a gag gift. It's not real.
No.
You can't actually buy Mars, and I was actually disappointed.
No, actually, there's 35.5 billion acres on Mars. Just times that by 15, and you got it.
So we can buy
That's
the
homeschool
whole
math, kids. We can buy the entire planet. Maybe, you know what, TSTO fans, if you guys can fundraise,
That's
we will
not
buy all
school.
of Mars.
That's not school. He just wrote an equation. He didn't even answer the equation.
The only person
He didn't do the math.
This is
Well,
how many.
You
The
know,
only person who can
half
afford
the
that would be
battle
Jeff
is
Bezos.
half the battle is knowing the equation to use to plug in the variables. I mean, realistically, that's all you're supposed to
Let's
know.
put it in a graphing calculator and
You
see
know
what
what?
happens.
I'm doing it right now, actually.
I think Jeff Bezos is the one that could buy it all.
Yeah, he probably could.
532,500,000.
Oh, he could
See?
easily do that. That's chump change for
Piece
Bezos.
of cake. Hey, Travis is getting props. Heather says, OMG, great job, Travis. Look at that. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Give yourself a round of applause.
The ladies love you.
I have
So,
no hands.
I have no hands to hold me down.
Hey, you need one?
Have a hand. Hey,
There's a couple
you know
around.
what? You know what I just realized? We just got the last story.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
We made it to the end.
Wow,
let's
what
start
a
at the
what a
top.
very
Now what are we gonna
like.
do?
So Steve's like, start over, guys.
So Steve, did
Now
you,
what are we gonna
Hey, I
do?
was commenting
Travis, it's time
earlier,
for
but-
bed.
Steve, did you hear about skiing, baby?
Nobody heard about your iPhones.
Yep.
Yeah.
I responded, but nobody
I
picked
didn't
up the
see you.
message.
You
didn't-
messaged
you
in
did
here?
not respond. on that one.
Oh, on my
Because it
phone.
wouldn't
That's
go
not
through
the
on
place that I look
it
right now.
wouldn't go through in the other place.
I don't look on my phone. If you need to get a hold of me during
TSTO.
TSTO, you comment during the show.
It
TSTO.
wouldn't let me comment.
First dates.
I was
And your
blocked.
mother's
You broke the skeleton! Ah!
TSTO. First date and your mother's funeral. Worst places to have a phone out. Just saying.
Why would you have your
Wait,
phone?
Say those again.
TSTO. First date.
First date,
mother's funeral.
mother's funeral. Okay, I understand TSTO because that just ruins the show. Why first date?
Why first date?
What if her way of communicating is texting?
Yeah.
And you have to
Did
text
I
her.
go
just
on a
like-
mute.
date with
Why
a deaf woman?
Did you?
No.
I
Because
wouldn't
she's
mind
mute.
it. I mean,
You're sitting
She's-
across the table and you want to communicate effectively.
Yeah, right. You
texting.
just the
You
best
use
way to
Helen
communicate
Keller.
words.
is emojis, guys.
you use your words.
No,
Words.
you're dating Helen Keller. Okay?
Helen Keller is dead. Helen Keller looks like this.
No,
Couldn't-
she does.
couldn't
There's
see the
much
text
more.
anyways.
That's right. Yeah, no, she'd answer the iron. All right, guys. You know what? We made it through the show. We got
I
it.
didn't. I'm gonna go home and eat so much licorice.
Don't eat too much licorice.
I'm going to try to
you
eat
guys,
as much as I
two
can.
bags a
great
day is too much. Just go with one bag a day,
2
or
bags a day.
or
keeps.
Or I've got
doesn't keep COVID away.
No,
I've got
doesn't
you a couple
count.
cases of bread.
Oh, look at that. Well, I don't think you can die from that, like this guy that ate the licorice. So, but you know what? It's been fun.
Ducks can die from too much bread, so can we. That's
Yeah,
just,
but that's
simple.
Alka-Seltzer. They can't eat Alka-Seltzer. That's what it is.
Because they explode.
Yeah,
It's
it's bad.
like getting too much air.
Look,
Yeah. I wonder if you could bake a bread. Bake a bread.
bake a bread. I wonder if you could bake a
I wonder
bread.
if you could bake a bread.
Wow,
in your
the
own
intro's
style.
already over. Well, that was
Let's-
a horrible ending.
We do this so often.
Good game, guys.
Hit it again.
Hit it again. You know what? We're gonna extend our ending for you guys just because we love you so much. And you know,
I love how we extended it just so we can be like, bye, and then turn off the stream.
oh, good night, Heather. We're so glad that you came to hang out with us. You've been here the whole time. You were here even for the pre-show.
Man.
Heather, you know what? Heather gets the bell
That's
of the night.
dedication.
Heather
an
gets the
hour
bell of the night.
And 12
That's right.
minutes and 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19 and 20 and 21 and 22 and 23.
Nona, I am
24,
so glad
25,
that we could accompany you making tacos. I just want to know what kind of tacos did you make? Are they beef tacos, chicken
20,
tacos, vegetable
20,
tacos,
when do we
fish
get samples?
tacos? What kind of tacos are they, Nona? What,
When do we get
Steve?
samples?
Yeah, where's we? You know what?
Just
Carnitas.
smash it into the camera on your computer and see if we can
we'll be
get
able
it.
to tell. We'll be able to tell. It'll be great.
I hope
Ooh,
it's carnitas because I love those.
Chicken's good.
Chicken,
No, carnitas all the way.
carne. You know what?
Actually, I don't like
carne
carnitas because I'm
asada.
vegan.
Yeah, well, you're not really.
You're
vegan.
not
It's not. We choose
Don't-
plant
We gotta
based.
go. Good night.
All right, guys. We'll be back next week, maybe if we feel like it. I have no idea, but we like these primetime shows, don't we, Jake?
What time
Very
next
much.
week?
Steve, I'm glad you made it.
What time next week?
I don't know. We'll find out. I gotta see what how we feel. I like surprising our people. I like
hate that
surprising
you
our
call
people.
us out.
Fish and chicken. Nona says fish and chicken. You know what? You don't want to let anybody be left
Fish
out.
are the chicken of the sea.
Fishy chicken?
And chicken
Is the
are
fish of this of
the
the
fish
land.
of the land.
of the barn.
No, they're the fish of the land. I
Fish
really
of the
like
land.
them. I really like that one. Fish of the Barn is good.
Fish of the
I should
Barn.
have given you more credit.
You know, I agree with
Where's
you.
Charlie Tuna?
Charlie Tuna was Fish of the Barn. Fish of the Barn. But you know what? That's it. We're out of here. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
And
we will
it's
see you.
An hour 13, 37, 38,
So we're out of here
39,
again?
We're out of here again. Now we're really leaving this time because we have the song still
43,
going. The song's still
44,
going. If you guys like this song, we like it too. And we should get a download of the TSTO intro.
Midnight Ride?
No, this is the version with your intro
Oh,
on
that's
it.
right.
So it's not
yeah,
the same.
yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Be good, people.
Oh, I thought it was gonna. Oh, that would have been so cool.
Wait, you were gonna try and throw it at.
He threw it at the camera and it was already off.